Hello and welcome. My name is Madeleine and I have a 30-minute strength training class for you. Here's what you're gonna need. A sturdy chair because we'll be doing the workout sitting in the chair, and then also an exercise tubing. This right here is going to add a little bit of extra resistance to the exercises we do. Don't worry if you don't have one, you can go through the moves without it. It just creates a little more resistance to help make our muscles a little stronger. All right, put it there on the back of your chair for now because we're gonna warm up. So have a seat. I'm starting the timer. And make sure you have water close by just so that you can stay hydrated throughout the class. Okay, feet flat on the floor. You're gonna sit up real straight, shake out your shoulders, and just begin marching your feet right, left, march left, right, left. So one of the best ways of warming up is to move. So we're just gonna get our feet marching. You got it? And you can lift just your heels if you want. If you can, lift those feet all the way off the floor. Now, while your feet are marching, let's do a little body check, posture check. Are you sitting up straight? You don't want to be leaning against the back of your chair, so you want to scoot yourself forward a little bit. Then feel your shoulders back and down. That's going to lift your chest. That's going to lengthen your spine. And then it's also going to create a little activity in your abdominals. So we don't want our abdominals to be slouching. We want our abdominals to be active, engaged, bracing. That means you're gonna feel as if your belly button is gently pulling back towards your spine. Big deep breath in. That's it. How about we wiggle our fingers while we keep our feet marching? If you need to give your legs a rest for a sec, start up again. That's okay too. A couple of wrist circles. Warming up our wrists. How about the other way? Now lower your hands. Drop and bend. Drop, so we have our arms and legs working. Meanwhile, keep your spine lifted long and tall. You know what we're gonna work today? Today, we are focusing on our core. That means all the muscles from your shoulders to your hips, everything in between, your abs, your back. 4 more, your postural muscles. Everything that supports your spine. Hold here and reach forward, pull back. But the first thing we gotta do is warm up. So with your palms up, keep your feet marching. 4 more, let your arms reach forward, swing back, reach. Excellent. All right, give your legs a rest and give yourself a big hug and down. Again, big hug and down. Again, big hug. Notice how I'm switching which arm is on top. Switch and lower. 2 more. Big hug. Who doesn't love a hug? Last one. Big hug. Excellent. Okay, take a nice twist to the right, center, twist to the left, center. Here's what I want you to notice, that your twisting is happening from your middle back, so your waist up. Your low back and your hips are staying stable. You see, what we want is we want mobility in our middle back, stability in our low back. So twist and center. I'm also turning my head, by the way. That's gonna warm up the muscles in your neck. We'll do it 1 more time each side. And center. Last one. Excellent. All right. Lift your right knee so we can do a couple of ankle circles just to make sure we got some circulation going in our feet. Go ahead, circle the other way. It's also really important to have mobility in your ankles. Try it again. Other leg, I mean. Circle. Why, you say? Because the mobility in your ankle can affect so much in your life. The way you walk, the way you move. All right, lower down. Let's pick up our tubing. So I'm just gonna turn to the back, grab it. Now's a good time to drink water if you think you might need it. Double check, make sure there's no little rips or tears. Excellent. And you're gonna take the tubing right behind you. From there, first thing we're gonna focus on is our chest muscles. but I need the band or the tubing to be short enough that it creates resistance. So I'm not holding on to the handles just yet. Find maybe a few inches from the handle and kind of hold it there with your thumb and index finger. Then lift the handle and circle around so you create a loop around your hand. Now this side, we'll do the same thing. There. Okay. Check your posture. Check your feet flat on the floor. Make sure you're sitting up very straight. Take a big deep breath in. Arms go out and then come together. Out and bend. Feel that? Let's do it again. A little bit quicker. So you go out, together, out. All right. Now let's talk breathing. So we have good form, good posture. Your spine is tall and lifted. Now every time you bring your hands together, exhale. Inhale. Yes. And again, deep breath in. And good news, it's also working your shoulders. But we want to feel it right in our chest muscles. Those are the muscles that are bringing your hands together. 4 more. 1. Now, as you have the motion going, let's think about our stabilizers. What's going on with our abdominals? Feel them engaged, lifted, gently pulling in. Feel your spine long and tall. 1 more. Inhale, exhale. And you get to give those arms and shoulders and chest a break, but keep the band right where it is. Just bring your hands close to your chest. Take a big deep breath in. As you exhale, hinge back and then come up. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Hinge back, come up. So it's called a hinge because the only movement is happening right here in my hips, not my back, not arching or rounding, okay? So you just hinge back and up and start noticing, where do you feel it? For me, I'm feeling it right along the muscles that run right along my abdominals. That's your rectus abdominis. That's the six pack. But I want you to also feel it a little deeper. Deep in the belly, come up. These muscles are super important to support your spine. It's all about protecting your low back, right? Exhale, hinge, come up, and hinge back, come up. Let's do 2 more like this. Hold, come up. Last one, hold it here now. Hold, breathe deep, breathe deep, breathe deep. Exhale, relax your shoulders, so no tension in the upper back and shoulders. Just feel your abdominals engaging. These are endurance muscles. We want these muscles to be strong enough that they can support your spine all day long. Inhale, exhale, 8 more. Notice how you can hold the contraction. You don't need to hold your breath. Whew. Come on up and give it a little breather. Nice. Okay, shoulders. We're gonna do a combo. So we still have our hands looped around the band. We're gonna go back to the chest press, but we're adding a hinge back as you press. Okay, try it with me. So hinge, 1, hold it there, and come up. Feel that? 2. And again, 3. Now, sometimes this band, it kind of slides down your back a little bit. It's okay to adjust and get it back right under your arms. All right, let's notice a few other things. Feel the arms with your thumbs up, right? That's gonna protect your shoulders. Squeeze. Come on. And again, 1. Feel your abdominals engaged, really bracing. Easily breathing deeply. 1 more. This is it. Last one. And relax. Whew. All right. Take the band from behind you, and we're going to put it under our feet. So our feet are going to anchor the band. So put your hands in the handle. And just step up or just step above the band. Your tubing should be right under your arch, not the ball of your foot, okay? Then lift and practicing a hinge. That means instead of hinging back, we're gonna hinge forward. So you hinge forward, come up. I'm gonna turn sideways again so you can see me from the side. It's really important that you keep your spine long and tall, and the only movement is happening right from your hip. Your spine, your torso is moving all one piece. Just hold the bands there again. So we're not really using the bands yet. Right now it's just getting our positioning. Last one, hold the hinge. Your chest is still lifted, your shoulder blades still pulled back and down, but you're just staying forward like you were looking over a cliff. So if you were looking over a cliff, you would want to go, oh, you would really lengthen your spine. That's the feeling I want you to have. With your abdominals engaged and your hands in the handle, you're gonna just flip. So again, we're gonna shorten the band a little bit. So you had your hand in the handle, and then you grab hold of the tubing. From here, staying in your hinged position, your elbows will pull back as if you're trying to touch the wall with your elbows. And again, exhale. So you exhale as you pull back. Now I say back because sometimes what we do is we go up and it just creates that hunching feeling, okay? We don't want that. We want elbows back and down. Think of it, maybe you're gonna put something in your pocket and down. Now, if you can walk your hands down a little bit down the tubing and it creates a little more resistance. It all depends what you need. Exhale. So we wanna feel our muscles working. So this is right here in the middle of your back. Exhale as you pull back. Exhale. And release for more. 1. Release, staying tall and staying in that hinged position. Back of your neck long. 2 more. Last 1. Release and come upright. Come up. Excellent. All right, I want to do a combo now where we do the pull and the hinge coming up and back. So you hinge, pull, release, come up. Try it with me. Hinge, pull back, release, come up. Exhale. So this is focusing on the muscles of your back, right? The muscles that engage and brace your abdominals. Also the muscles that keep your spine supported along your spine, your back muscles. Breathe. 2 more. So first the hinge, then the pull, and then you come upright and hinge, pull, release, and give it a little breather. All right, you can kind of let go of that loop. Keep the hands in the handle and step out. Take your band and you wrap it around your thighs, then bring your thighs together. Okay, I have my knees touching. Inhale, exhale. Recheck your posture. Sometimes we have to reset everything. Then holding onto the band just to the edges so that you can hold it tight. Again, we're going to use the band to create resistance using the muscles of our hips. Right along here, the outside of your buttocks. Now remember I said the core is from your hips all the way to your shoulders. Everything in between. So hold here, shoulders back and down, no hinging, just sit up very tall, hold the resistance, and then step out with the right. Go out and in. Now left, out and in. So we're gonna start slow because I want you to get the motion like that, but now what are you working on? You're not just working on getting the leg out to the side, you're working on keeping your hips and shoulders still. So the only movement is happening right here in the leg. You're not turning or twisting. Try it again. So you go out and in. Feel it? Out and in. Breathe. Okay, so these are hip stabilizers. This is going to be helping with balance. Out and in. Out and in. 2 more. Here we go. Out and in. Last one. Out and in, give it a little breather, shake it out. Reset your posture. We'll try that same exercise just a little quicker. So before we do, spine tall and lifted, your shoulders back and down, breathe in, exhale, a little bit quicker. Step out, in, step out. Now, a lot of focus is on the leg that's moving, but how about the leg that's not? It stays perfectly still because we're working the muscles that move the leg, but also the muscles that stabilize your spine. So we want to be able to hold your core still, strong, as you're moving. Here it is, last two, last one, and relax. Whew. Okay, take the band. Remember, drink water anytime you need to. Focusing next on the muscles, our postural muscles or your anti-slouching muscles, right? Do you ever catch yourself like sitting at the computer like this or watching TV or eating? Catch it. If you ever notice it, reset, find the muscles right between your shoulder blades so that your chest can be lifted and your shoulders back. Engage your abdominals. Okay, this next exercise is to strengthen those muscles right between your shoulder blades. Take the band, you got it here, right? Just like this. But I want the handles dangling. So hand in the handle and then here. Same thing. Hand in the handle and then right to the side. So you have, what is that, about, I don't know, I'm terrible. Is that about a foot? Right in front of you. Now give me thumbs up, then I know your thumbs are up. That just protects your shoulders, so we don't want to be like this. That kind of causes the little strain in your shoulders. Deep breath in without moving the band. All I want you to do is squeeze your shoulder blades together and then release. Try it again. So you squeeze. All right, I'm going to turn around so you can see what's happening in my back, but you just keep moving. So squeeze, release. Squeeze, can you see? Release. Again, squeeze, release. Meanwhile, I'm still keeping my spine very long, very tall. I like the sensation of feeling like there's a string attached to the crown of my head and it's being pulled straight up to the ceiling. And again, squeeze, squeeze, release. We have two more. Release. Last one. Release. Go ahead, lower the arms. These also are endurance muscles, right? They're supposed to be strong enough that they can keep you in a tall, lifted position, your spine long, all day. So whether you're going to the grocery store or gardening, these muscles don't relax. They stay engaged. So let's see if we can do some movement and keep those shoulder blades in place. So with your arms straight, you got the same thing. Squeeze your shoulder blades, hold it there, shoulder blades down. Now open, release, exhale, release. So as I'm moving out, okay, I'm also keeping my shoulder blades squeezing together. Four more, four. I'm keeping my abdominals lifted, engaged, tall, and then between all of that, that's supporting my spine. Last one, and then go ahead and release, give it a little breather. Whew. You feel that? All right, relax your shoulders. Let's move on. Take your band or your tubing so that both handles are in your right hand. And then take the other side. And so it's gonna be right between your thumb and your index finger with your hand straight out in front, okay? Engage your abdominals so you're sitting up tall. Engage your shoulder blades so you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Don't you feel taller already? I do. Your feet are flat on the floor, not heels lifted. Twist to the right, come back to center, and then lower. Shake it out. Find reset again. Shoulder blades back and down. Shoulder blades squeezing. Abdominals in. Arms out. Twist to the left. Come back to center. Lower down. Excellent. Okay. Of course, we're gonna go a little bit quicker. No rest in between. Ready? Here we go. Twist 1. Now lower. Lift. Left. And again. So it's not about how far you can twist, because you go too far, you move your hips only from the waist up. In fact, if you look down, you shouldn't see your knees move at all. You should only feel your rib cage rotate to the side and down. Again, 1. Okay, look down. Don't let your knees move when you twist. There we go. All right, one more tip. Don't move only your arms either. You gotta move from your rib cage. Ribs, twist, center. One more time each side. Remember, we want mobility in our middle back, stability in our lower back. Whew. Go ahead, lower down. Okay. You get to put your band away. We got a few more exercises to do, but we don't need the band. All right, wiggle your fingers, circle the wrists, drink water if you need it, and back to the hinge position. Again, more strengthening of the muscles that run along our spine, so we hold the hinge position. Now we're gonna focus on the muscles that pull our shoulder blades down. Our shoulder blades, we don't want up here. We wanna pull shoulder blades down, and then those muscles we already worked right between our shoulder blades, we wanna keep them engaged. Thumbs up, palms up, you reach forward and lower. In a hinge position and lower. Exhale. Now you're gonna try to go maybe a little farther. 2 more, here we go. Exhale and lower. Last one, exhale and lower. Place your hands on your thighs and then unhinge. So you go back to sitting up tall. I know, it's the one time in your life it's okay to be unhinged. Pull in, hinge forward. We're trying it again. Arms reach. This time let's go just a wee bit longer arms and lower. Exhale, reach and lower. So the pattern, the movement is forward. So you go as forward as far as you can and then up and back like an airplane. Exhale and lower. Exhale and lower. 2 more. Here it is, last one. And lower down, hands on your thighs and come upright. Nice. Okay, shake it out. Reset your posture. Water if you need it. And then the last we have 2 more exercises. Almost forgot one. This is for your obliques. The twisting that we did here, that's your obliques. Now we'll be in a hinged position and we're gonna create our own resistance. So the way we create resistance is my leg pushes this way, trying not to let my hand move, as my hand pushes this way, trying to move this knee, okay? So as I hinge forward, don't be rounded, hinge. So that means chest lifted. Gently press, so you press against your knee, and then your knee is pressing this way. What's gonna happen is you're gonna feel it right here in your obliques. Let's try. Deep breath in, press, release, press, release. Now, it's subtle. Remember, try to push the knee in, and your hand is not going to let it move. 8 more, 8, release, 7. So feel it along, right across your belly. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, exhale, 1, and release, come up. I know, it doesn't look like much, it's very internal. So you probably can't see it on me, but I can feel it inside. Remember, this leg is trying to move my hand. Ready? And go. Press, release. Exhale, release. Spine long. Remember, you're in a hinge position. And press. Push the knee. As you're trying to push that way, this leg is pushing that way. And Where I feel it is in my belly. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and come up. Okay, one more exercise. Our spine is also meant to move side to side. So that's what we're gonna focus on now. Shoulders back and down. So you got all of your stabilizers engaged, abdominals, shoulder blades down, shoulder blades squeezing, your chest is lifting, arm out to the side, hand on your shoulder, over, out, over, come up, over, out, over, come up. It's actually the left side of the body where I want you to feel it. Feel your left side of your body putting on the brakes as you go over and then pulling you back up to upright. So the movement is on the right side, but it's the left side of your torso that's working. 2 more. Out, up, in, down, out, up, in, hold, and relax. Reset. Hand here, belly in, out, that's the motion. So the hand does this, but your body is putting on the brakes, okay? Here we go, and it's out, lower, come up, 1. Oh, one thing I forgot, your right hip needs to be anchored. So you can't let this hip lift off the chair. It's an anchor, 1. And then you may not go as far, but that's okay. Over, anchor, release. 2 more. Over, anchor, release. Here it is, last one. And release, nice. All right, round of applause. So we got all the muscles from your hips to your shoulders. Nice, right? Our core muscles are so important to stay strong because they affect every movement you do in life. If you're bending, reaching, gardening, lifting, all those motions that happen with your arms and your legs start here and are affected by your core. That's how you can protect your back because all those muscles are there to support your spine. So, kudos to you. Good job. But let's do a few stretches. What do you say? Give me a few shoulder circles. Because we also need mobility in our core. And then hold your shoulders back and down. Take your left arm to the outside of your knee and your right hand to the back of your chair. So you have 2 anchors. Now don't move your hips. Stay here, lift tall. Again, imagine you're being lifted to the ceiling and then twist. Look behind you, take a big deep breath in and try to go just a tad farther. Come back to center. So it's about mobility now in our core. Deep breath in, we're gonna reset. Belly in, hands support or against the knee and the chair, and twist. So we're just doing the same side again. Let's see if we can't go a little bit farther. Come back to center. Let's try the other side. So we'll do it 2 times this side. Deep breath in. First time, nice and easy. Turn your head. Try to see as far behind you as you can. It may be to your side. We're all different and that's okay. We all have different range of motion and that's okay. We do what's best for us. Come back to center, reset. Same side again, to the left. Get your anchors, lift up first, then twist. Excellent, come back to center. Take both your hands right here to the back of your chair and then scoot as far forward as you can comfortably. Big deep breath in and we're gonna feel a chest stretch. So the muscles right across the front here, including the front of your shoulders. Big deep breath in. You can look up if you want, if that's more comfortable. And then relax. Whew. Okay. Take your right arm with your palm up and your left arm anchoring on the seat. You're gonna reach as high as you can. Might be able to stretch that arm. Maybe you keep it bent, but you're gonna try to go a little bit farther over. Anchor your hip, and then come back to center. Other side, same thing, here we go. As high as your shoulder is comfortable. So if it's bent, that's okay, because now we're gonna reach over so you can feel it along here. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Come back to center. Shoulder circles. One more. And then let's finish just sitting up as tall as we can. Feel your abdominals engaged. Feel your shoulders back and down. Feel your chest lifted. How does this feel? Does it feel comfortable? This is what I want you to get used to sitting, standing all day. Big deep breath in. Exhale. And you did it. Excellent. Really, really, really pleased. And I'm so happy you joined me. Please join me again. It was my pleasure to teach you.